we've talked about your time in the hospital. You wake up. Now you is it immediate? Is your like your case? I know you're not immediately discharged from the hospital, but what was
no,
that?
I was in the hospital.
Right.
I was
What
in the
was?
hospital from June to they discharged me in August.
Okay, that's what
And
I
so
wanted.
they were like, well, do you want to go home or you want to go to a rehab facility, a new facility that and the doctors were like, we own it, and we're gonna still take care of you, but we're gonna take care of you a different way, the physical way. I said, well, I'm going to the rehab thing. I don't know. So me being a veteran, and one thing I want to speak about this. You gotta have insurance.
Yes.
You gotta have insurance.
Life
Please
insurance.
This is not
insurance.
Canada.
And get life insurance.
Life insurance.
Get
too.
life insurance. This ain't Sweden. Get life insurance where everything's free. You gotta have life insurance. People don't understand that. And then it's another kind of insurance where the insurance will work for you. So you gotta do your research on the insurances. You be in the hospital and still be getting paid from the insurance, not just life insurance to be buried. How you think?
Right.
How you think all these Caucasians?
I was about to
get
say.
paid?
I was about to say that's how the white man do it.
They have made it into a business. It's been a business for all those years, but we ain't never been shared it. Now it's our turn. We got to learn this, man. You got to have insurance. You got insurance in your job? Don't just because you got insurance in your job. Get some other insurance. Get some other insurance
Wow.
and leave something for your kids.
Exactly.
Leave something for your kids.
Let me ask you this,
Go
Rick.
ahead.
So, some people be like, well, you had the COVID, it was bad, but you got through it. So did you go and get the COVID shot?
I ain't
or-
never got through it. I'm still going through it.
Oh, okay.
I'm COVID is over for me. But did I go get the shot? Hell yeah, I took every shot they gave me. I took five shots now. You got to understand, I get shots before y'all get shots. I had the worst case.
Right.
They want me to be Rick. I got a team of doctors. They make sure this is fit for my DNA. This fits my DNA. Rick, we're gonna give you the shot. Come and get the shot. They don't make no medical claims, but I trust them. You know what I'm saying? But I trust them, and so I'm here. I'm still living, and they brought me back. So.
And that's the word right there, because that's something a lot of us don't do in our community is trust doctors.
Oh well, let me speak frankly here. Racism exists everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Don't get that twisted. It's a lot of motherfuckers getting. You go to the hospital.
Oh, they
you
love
like,
to kill us.
They
You're
was
right.
good. They take you out that way and put it. Oh, he died of natural causes. Do I know that it exists? I've heard stories. You look at TV when they catch him. If you know what this is, the angel of death. He killed my cousin. He killed a lot of people. He was an angel of death. He was going in these rooms killing people. And if you think that don't happen, that happens.
Oh yeah.
We human. This happens. There's serial killers everywhere.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Oh my gosh.
That's the truth. Yeah, if I had to tell somebody about taking a shot, you do what's best for yourself. But you live with the results too. You live with the results. Because I don't want to hear you crying, oh well. And then I'm not making no medical claims on this. I think if they find out you ain't took that shot, they ain't really working for you like that, because they can't give you this shot once you go in.
Once you got it, yeah.
Yes.
And it is, and it makes sense, because it's like you weren't trying to protect yourself. Now you want me to risk exposure to you in my life and be here.
My family's life, my kids' life.
and not go home because you didn't want to do what you could
A
have
lot
done.
of people that believe in, people like Trump and all that. Well, I took this. Yeah, I had Corona. Yeah, and that drink Clorox. Yeah,
Clorox.
drink
Yeah, that
Clorox.
was crazy.
Fool.
Right. Why did he take his own advice?
Yeah, man, come on, man. That's a whole nother subject.
Man.
Now, me personally, I went and took mines because, well, I'm not gonna say I went and took it just for that, but I have health issues. I got asthma real bad. My mom has some health issues, and the field of work I'm in the janitorial field. So, a lot of the places that I was going into, they can already have, COVID sitting in there. I'm going to all these different places, you know what I mean? I'm dealing with all these different people, so I wanted to take the shot just to be safe.
I was
always
living like the
shot
bubble.
early.
When I went to rehab, I was living like the bubble boy. They wouldn't let nobody. They wouldn't. I was like a prize. You know how you be a prize pupil? I was a prize pupil. Oh, don't go in that room unless you got the hazmat suit and everything. We'd already saved him. We're not getting him another shot of this. You know what I'm saying? So they took care of me. Thank them and thank God, man. And God first.
What's that hospital? What is
Northeast
that?
Shout 'em
Medical.
out.
Northeast Medical. My story is on Channel 2 News Atlanta. The man who had coronavirus 3 times.
I seen it.
And my story is on
Seen it.
the Daily Blast, Coronavirus Miracles. It was on Dr.
Wow.
Oz, but they took it off of Dr. Oz, and because he's running for political office or something. So they erased all of that. But they own those too, and they still on there. They use me as a beacon of light. That's what the lady told me. Mazel tov to you. You know, I tell people, you know, when I was in a coma, I was in Brazil, I was in Africa, I was in futuristic Cincinnati, I was in
I believe
Japan.
it, man.
You got your mind is taking you all these places.
You travel.
Your mind is you traveling around these places, and I'm everywhere. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, you know. And you're trying to live, you know, and then you like, wow.
Was it like an out of body experience? Like
No,
your body
it's
was
like
there,
you
but
can see yourself. You can see yourself, and you see yourself. In Brazil, I was racing a race car. You know, it was crazy. Formula One race car. I'm behind the race car. In Japan, I'm running across a bridge, and water is coming up on both sides of the bridge. In Africa, mind you, in Africa, a lot of my NBA players was feeding me fruit, but I had a big smiley face box on my head. They didn't know who I was. They were just putting in the smiley face. They just putting fruit in there. That's what they were doing. In futuristic Cincinnati, it was games. It was games that were being played. The university was locked down like it was like a video game, and you was playing. You was a part of the video game. It was just crazy. It was crazy, man.
so the players were playing themselves. So the skill was the video game.
The skill was the video game, and you was inside the video game. It was parties. They break it up. You got the guns that shoot and every. I'm like, not the regular guns, like the guns that be on the video games. You be like, wow, where am I at? You saying it to yourself, where am I at?
Now, when Cincinnati really looked like that, they gonna pull this
it's gonna-
footage up and
It's
say,
gonna
"Rick
look like
said
that in the
it."
future. I'm trying to tell you.
I believe
It's
you.
gonna come
I
in the future.
believe you.
It's coming. It's coming. I might not see it in my lifetime. Y'all might see it at the end of your lifetime. That's what it's coming.
Wow.
Rick, I want to ask you this too. I mean, you kind of spoke about it briefly. You know, where you come from is where you would kind of get the most hate. What do you say to a person that wants to take that leap to go to a bigger city? What's some of the things that you can tell them to just try to give them that push to actually go?
Yeah, but going to the big city, it ain't what it. You got to come with a plan. You can't just go to a big city. Do you know how great y'all got it here? Everything I just told you earlier, I can do everything I do in Atlanta, I do here. But I'm established in Atlanta, and I'm connected to the world. So when you make a phone call and be like, hey, listen, let's go to lunch. We need to speak and talk about some business. And you meeting with that person. You know what I'm saying? Here, you can do everything you want. You know, listen, you got to get together. You got to come together. That's the only way it's going to happen, is you come together. And if you push one out of the whole box, somebody going to shine. And then they ain't going to forget that they brought you back. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to forget that where they came from, the people that supported them. That's why you need to support each other. That's what I think. That's what's missing around here.
It
You
definitely is.
You don't support each other.
Nope.
You know, we need as minorities, we got to support each other. That's the truth.
And that's crazy you said that, because I kind of think that in a perfect world, which with Rick saying that right now, I'll be thinking like we can just really go to some big cities, connect the dots, tell them what we have, but we gonna run it from right here. But this is what we have.
I think what I'm gonna do, and I ain't told nobody this, and I'm thinking about what y'all just said. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe bring a couple of my guys to the city and put on an event.
Like a Shark Tank.
No, not like a Shark Tank, because there's a lot of music stuff going on here.
Okay.
I'd bring a guy like Walker with me down here, and
Okay.
let Walker just sit here and listen, and he'll tell you if this is good or this is bad. He'll tell you, and he'll tell you, you know, I'm put him on the phone with my nephew Isaiah. I'm put him on the phone with Big Head Bands. Put him on the phone with them, and he told them straight up, but they didn't know the business part of it. See, it's a business part, and I promise you, he one of the smartest rappers out there. I'm talking about as far as off that making music. He don't even have to make music no more.
I've seen a lot of his interviews. Shout out
Oh,
to Walker,
yeah.
where he like, man, I'm getting money outside of music.
Listen,
it's
and
business.
guess who he calls all the time? Mr. Rick Hooks. Mr. Rick. You see me at lunch and dinner with him all the time. If you're on my social media thing, we at lunch and dinner all the time. What's what he doing? Picking that brain. He's still young, but he's smarter than mother. He's smart. He's real smart. And you know, just a good. I don't mess with those guys. I know them all. Don't get that twisted. I know all of them. I know them before they became famous. And so they were like, Rick, what you trying to do? I ain't trying to do nothing. Man, let's get somebody to get, no, you keep doing what you're doing. Like I use Tip as an example, right? I told Tip, I said, Tip, you got to venture off to something else. Because the rap thing is not, they trying to get you, bro. They trying to get you. And they gonna get you.
Yeah, because he wasn't making this.
Yeah, he ain't making no more. And he said, I said, real estate, go back in your community, start putting money back in your community. Now he doing it. He said, you remember you told me that? Yeah, I told you what was coming. You know, because you ain't going back on a tour no more. You might be able to make a tour and piggyback with somebody else, but you can't headline nothing no more because anybody can come and see.
And it's crazy because it's like now, I'm pretty sure that the housing market going up everywhere, but around here it's like we see those buildings like, man, I could have went and bought this down on Central. I could have went and bought this over here, and it wasn't nothing but $60,000, and they had Uncle Lily or Uncle Rennie go over there and lay it all out. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we wasn't thinking like that. We didn't
have the means.
But it ain't over.
It
it's a lot of empty lots. You can build from the ground up.
Oh yeah.
If you two things I tell people that you gotta have license, without no bullshit on your license, and great credit. And great credit. Get your credit up. Don't matter what. Credit is better than money.
But you'll have people argue that cash is king, and
Man,
why
man,
need
you ain't
credit if
walking-
I can just pay cash?
Yeah, because they idiots. They don't know. Educate yourself.
Right.
Educate yourself.
Yeah, a lot of them big time people, like they ain't going to. I don't think they going to spend they millions. They using their credit.
No, they're using their credit.
Yeah.
They always using their credit. The Bill Gates of the world. Start looking at all that stuff that they do, man.
Right.
And you might not think you can reach that. You can achieve that. You can achieve that. You know.
And that's
and
why
stay away from the key to the whole thing is stay away from negative people. Stay away from negative people. Because people are always gossiping, and when you talk about me, pat your pockets. Pat your pockets. You don't want to match that. Pat your pockets.
Man.
I came from nothing, and you ain't never gave me nothing. Keep talking about me. I love it.
I
think the reason people can't. Look. You see, I'm not.
I didn't know what Ricky Hooks was gonna get. I didn't know if we was gonna act because I we younger than you, so I ain't really never get to see Ricky like.
I always respected you.
Yeah,
always respected you.
But I ain't never really get to see you pop it though.
And
he
he
came
is
on the show.
talking his shit.
He gonna be educational and all that, but he like let me pop it too. Pat your pockets when you talk to me.
You know, you getting a sweatsuit and you getting a suit. You getting both things.
Right, because you got to be able to do both.
Come on, man. It ain't been a bed of roses for me. Ain't nobody never gave me shit.
But you got out.
You know, ain't nobody never gave me shit. They tried to tear that down. God said, not him. You can get it.
Man.
Not him.
Now, what I was about to say was, you're talking about all the, you make business deals, and that's like your everyday life. What does your off the clock life look like?
Rehabbing, getting my body straight, telling people to come and hang out with me. You talking about women? Come on. Y'all want to hang out?
It?
Come and get some drinks with your boy. Come and get some drinks
Is
with
that
your
what
boy.
the text says? Come and get some drinks
That's
with
what
your
they
boy.
say. Because motherfuckers think you gonna hang out with me and just spend my money. You a motherfucking lie. You's a motherfucking lie. See, but you got, in Atlanta, it's 80-1 for a guy like me. 80-1. So, all that beautiful stuff, I've seen all of that. Man, look at me. You ain't gotta be. That don't mean nothing. What else you got to bring with that? Because if you ain't bringing nothing with that, mother had you, motherfuck you.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
nowadays a lot of these women is B&B. You know what
What's
that means?
being?
What is being
Oh, look.
Bad and broke.
Oh,
Oh, and they forgot another one.
What?
Bad, broke, and begging.
Bad, broke,
oh
and big. Triple B.
man.
3 triple B's.
Ooh, sweet Jesus.
But
Bad,
it
broke,
was,
and
but
begging.
it was men not like Rick Hooks, but that have his means that made them bad. Without, you know what I'm saying, buying them booties and buying, getting their
doing all
bodies
that, but-
done, but not putting them through school, not making sure they,
One thing I learned about that, you can't buy class. You can have all that and you can't buy class. You look at people and you be like, oh man, she look good and all of that. But she the one who's going home crying at night in the dark. You can have all of that and go home crying at night. Or waiting on somebody, or being a side chick and all of that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes is side dudes. Waiting on, a lot of dudes is side. So I've never been married. I have kids. I have beautiful kids.
Shout them out.
I ain't gonna shout them out. I mean, I got kids.
That's
the
thing.
second one.
That's her thing. I shout them out.
I got great kids. They know who they are. I got great kids. Mercedes, Jarvis, Detroit. Mercedes here, Raven. Raven's my daughter. Alex.
Your
Ray
kids
Sean.
are all you got. I mean, it's so fun.
Tayshawn.
We see what they
Dominique.
coming from.
I can keep going.
Jordan trying to get like Jordan got her 4.
I got 9 kids.
You
That's-
want more? How many more?
No,
you want?
stop.
You don't want no more?
No. And with a millionaire, I'm like, they are expensive. I don't
Kids
want no
are
more
expensive.
about myself.
And my grown kids are expensive.
Yes, I believe it.
I forgot to tell you, my hospital bill was $6 million. My hospital was $6 million. But see how God works in mysterious ways. I had good insurance, and I'm a veteran. So of course, I got to still pay my share, but they knocked a lot of that off.
Oh yeah.
They knocked a lot of that off, man. And then how God blesses you even more. You go to this rehab, which is separate from the hospital, and they tell me, they come to me. I'm thinking they say, well, they putting together, what I owe them. They said, oh, your stuff is free. It's all free.
Wow.
So you stay here as long as you want. You are our testimony,
Wow.
and we love you.
Let me ask you this, Rick. What's like once you got rehabilitated and you got to moving around? What was something that you? I know it's something that you went and did.
I had to drink a Heineken.
Heineken.
That's my favorite. I had to get a Heineken. Got my boys together. They said, Rick, where you want us to meet you at? Listen, it don't matter where you want me.
I want a
Hey,
Heineken.
listen, I want a Heineken. I'm gonna meet you. We got a spot we go to. You know how many people showed up?
How many?
About 100.
Oh man.
About
Wow.
100. They called about 100 people. Man, I still got my mask on and everything. They were like, man, we cried. People was crying. Man, don't cry. We're here to celebrate.
Right.
I'm here.
Trying to enjoy my Heineken.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to enjoy this Heineken. Don't be crying. Chicks
Speaking
showed
for
up.
the city, though,
Yeah.
it was scary going through that with you because we
all
were
been
witnessing
right.
while you were going through what you were going through. We were witnessing people drop like flies.
A lot of people died.
So it was
Yeah.
like,
You know,
you
That
know,
was like the early stages. And then
it was just like, we
and then
praying for you, we
and then
fighting with you, like,
us-
because it's
us-
like,
us as a people at that time, we automatically thought like, oh, you get COVID, you about
you
to die.
gone,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like that's what we.
But
were
I got it
thinking.
with the shot.
God
I thought
put
it
that
was
on me to be the beacon of light that you can't die. Everybody ain't gonna die from it. But to tell you the truth, around the world, the friends, I lost a lot of friends to COVID. A lot of people I knew is in my phone right now, still in my phone, that I lost. I lost a lot of people to cancer. And a lot of people don't talk about the mental health and the suicide. A lot
That's
of people
real.
died within the last day. A lot of people couldn't take it. They couldn't take that.
It was a
Pressure.
lot of deaths.
Pressure.
It was
It's a
just
lot of deaths.
lot.
It's a lot of deaths. We death is gonna come. Death is gonna come. Your health is gonna be messed up. You're gonna cry sometime financially. We all been through it. We all been and don't know which way we're gonna turn. But you start going to these churches and getting your word, get the word more and more, and God will start opening more doors for you. He's gonna start opening more doors for you.
That's amazing. Now you said you were never.
And I'm giving a shout out to my pastor.
Yes, shout
Pastor
out.
Coates, New Era Church.
Yes.
I'll be online every week. I might not be here, but when I'm in town, I'm going to see Pastor Coates.
Which one is
Shout
that?
out to Pastor Cole.
Which one is that?
Right there on Curtis Street.
Curtis.
in
Okay.
Yankee.
Yeah, coming up on Yankee, yeah.
Okay.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. You got.
Yes.
It takes a lot for me to listen to you because I don't follow no man. I follow God.
Right.
But that man said something at a funeral one time. I was like, who is this guy? Wow. So I've got to know more and more. Great man, you know.
Yeah,
as
he's
far
a
as
good
the
man.
word with me, yeah, he brings it. He brings it every week. He brings it every week, and I get energy off of what he brings. I get energy. I draw energy from y'all. Y'all don't know. I look at y'all stuff too. I draw
Thank you.
energy
Thank
from
you.
all of
Thank you.
y'all.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Definitely.
The
Thank you.
positivity.
Thank
It's
you.
got to be positive.
Yeah.
Thank you. We come on here a lot sometimes. We joke around and we'll play around and we'll say some crazy outlandish stuff. But for the most part, we just want to educate and we want to just try to bring a spotlight to the city. Anybody watching this right now, if you got something that you pushing, get with us. Just get with us. Just get with us, man. 'Cause that's what we trying to do. It's never been about. You got 3 people here that's not all about self. You know what I'm saying? We want to. It's always been. We always hear the city get called raggedy and little and it's small, but we love it.
What?
We just trying to play our part.
What was that?
Yeah,
When
they
people,
try to.
like they try to slander our city. Like some of the people that go through turmoil, they'll say
Raggedy.
Oh, that's what they'll do.
Yeah.
But it'd be more the raggedy people.
Yeah, but it's what you put out in this world.
It's your mindset.
It's
and
what
your
you get back in
perception,
return.
yeah.
And it's the people you surround yourself with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we have people on here that's like of your stature, or other people around the city that have big businesses. But then we also call some people in just to talk and pick their brain, and we might get I might get a message like, oh, why you had them on there? Well, they pushing something. It might be a little. They might be selling keychains or something
They
like
pushing
that. But
something.
yeah, they
And
pushing
they
something.
passionate about
Yeah,
it.
they passionate about it. So
Right.
Let them
you know,
do them. That's their thing.
so we want
My
to bring them on.
thinking is with that whole crabs in a barrel is if us crabs, if we all at the top of the barrel, there's nobody to pull us down.
Let me tell you something.
You know, there's nobody to pull you
I seen a cartoon one
down.
time, and this is the God's honest truth. And I think about it when it comes to this city. It was black people on this side and white people was on this side. The white people was pushing up. The black
Thank
people
you.
was pulling down.
Thank you.
That's the truth, and we got to stop that. We have to stop it. My whole thing is, I hope my energy, if I can get one person, if I can help one person, I did my job. I did my job. You know, the connections is impeccable. You know, I can reach out to people that you think you
Wow.
can get to such and such. I can get to anybody. I can call them, set up a call, and we're gonna go. And we're gonna go. You just gotta put it, and you gotta talk the talk, and you gotta think what they thinking at. You know, I've been on the phone. I've been on the phone with a lot of billionaires. And people be like, I got a lot of Zoom calls with billionaires. Got a Zoom calls with NBA players, NFL players, you know, CEOs. They asked me, you asked a guy from Middletown, Ohio, that came from the projects for $100 million, or you asking me for a deal that's $1 billion, like my guy in Boston working on a $2 billion deal right now. So I mean, it ain't bragging. It ain't bragging.
I got to hear that call.
If your mindset, if
It's
your
showing you what you
mindset,
can do.
if your mindset is there, it ain't bragging. But what fires me up every day, 18th Street projects. That drives me every day. Where I don't want to never go back to that. And if I have to go back from scratch, I know what to do now.
Right, you got the
And
blueprint.
I know the people to surround yourself with. Always remember, everybody's not your friend. Everybody don't want you to win. And everybody wasn't meant to ride in your car. And always remember, everybody ain't clapping for you. You know, y'all all got a beacon of light on y'all. Y'all don't even know it. I see it. I told you I went to the dark side. God put something on me. I see the beacon of light. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And if I seen another light on you, I say that too. But I see good things coming. I see y'all sitting in the studio with a glass window, and y'all doing your thing. That's what I see. That's what I see. And I ain't just saying it, but I'm just telling you, it's coming.
with big actors. Who would you want to interview?
One of my co-stars. I don't know.
What you want to interview? One of us?
No,
Oh,
not.
you about one of your co-stars from your movie
From
you
one of
gonna
my
be in.
movies.
I figured you would say yo all the time. Well, you probably wouldn't even be to interview Beyonce.
Who,
You got it.
Beyonce?
Beyonce, you would probably
Beyonce is
fall
going
out.
to be my best friend. What
You
you
would faint if you seen Beyonce.
I've already
like,
claimed that she's gonna be my best
Would you
friend.
faint? Would you faint? Though the first time you
No,
seen
the very
Beyonce,
first time-
she just sat down like, Jordan, what's up, girl? You would faint.
I want to say I
If she
wouldn't.
snuck up behind her, yeah,
me just
something
tell
like
you
that.
I want to say I wouldn't, only because I
stories,
try to
two stories
say I'm not a
represent that.
fangirl. You know, I like to think that I
So
can
when
keep it cool.
My buddy Sam Cassell played pro basketball, played in Houston. Beyonce and them lived down the street from. Beyonce was always over his house when she was 14 and 15. Always over his house, and we was sitting right there. Sam said she's gonna be the next thing. Shut up, Sam. You always say that about everybody.
Boom,
Okay.
boom.
The thing with Jay. Sam introduced me to Jay in '97. He told me his name was Sean Carter. So I said, "Why is this? Just me? Why this big guy always with you, man?" I didn't know who he was because I wasn't into that. I was like, oh, "Okay, we getting drinks, we smoking cigars, talking junk." And of course, I gave him my world famous headbutt. If you know me, I'm headbutted the world. Hanging out with me, I headbutted you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I headbutted you. You got drinks with me. I headbutted you. And we getting drinks. I'm talking about from the Navy on. They be like, Rick, who does that? If you asked around Middletown, they'll tell you, oh, he
That's gonna
headbutted
be
everybody
a
in this city.
Who's been headbutted by Rick Huss?
All you gotta do is ask them. They've been headbutted. They said, boy, you a damn fool. Yeah, whatever. We having a good time, man. They talk about, man, you know, I got a knot on. I don't care about all that. Stop it. Catch you tomorrow.
That's what I was about to say. You wanted them to remember you every time they looked in the mirror.
They gonna when they lay me in that casket, somebody in that funeral is gonna talk about that headbutt. They're gonna say he headbutted everybody. They gonna just bust out laughing. Yes, yes. That was that Navy stuff. I don't know. It just you know when you was in the Navy, acting a fool overseas in the Philippines, Thailand, Australia, Hong Kong, you know, Singapore, and you know with me I had to go back. I've been back since you know got out the Navy. Went to a lot of places since I got out of the Navy. But you know,
What's a place that just want to know what Rick Hooks like his style? What's some of your most favorite places to go to, and then tell me a few of your favorite places to go to that's not really popular.
Vacation?
Yeah, like what's some places you like to vacation to, but what are also some places that's like not popular, but you have a good time when you go there?
what? Thailand,
Okay.
Thailand, Singapore, Bora Bora, Turk and Caicos.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's some other places that we might? Cause I got like I went to Minnesota before, and I don't know if it's just the part I was in.
No.
but it's-
Minnesota's a great place to visit.
Okay.
I've been everywhere. Minnesota. I got people. Any city you go to, if you call me, I got people to pick you up.
Okay.
They what? Rick said call you. Where you gonna be at? We'll come and get you.
Okay.
And it's love.
Wow.
And it's love. People will tell you, people that know me, they'll tell you. They'll tell you it's love. In every city you go to. LA, they're like, you know, can I live in LA? I don't like LA like that. Because I don't like where you turn down the street. Like I turned down Dorset. That's a whole nother gang territory.
Yeah, facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it ain't a place, I don't like to live in no place. They say, well, Atlanta ain't nothing like that. Because they ain't playing that game in Atlanta. You got your games, but they ain't playing that game in Atlanta.
Right.
You know, they say, well, you know, Atlanta got all those gays. Quit listening to all that stereotype.
Right.
The gays is where they at.
Right.
Do I actually see them? I don't ever. You see one? Gays is everywhere.
That's what I say. The media tries to portray it as like black people just walking around
Yeah.
killing
Right.
everybody. Just,
No,
they
man.
aiming. It's a business
gotta
deal
quit
gone
listening-
wrong.
You got to
and
quit
it's a-
listening to all that
yeah,
too. All of that trying to badmouth us. They always trying to badmouth us. So
I love Atlanta. My sister lived down in Atlanta, so we go down there frequent.
of course she lived down there.
Yeah,
she lived
but,
down there.
But I like Atlanta because it's just us.
It's black money.
It's
black.
And everybody down there, they just getting like we wake up. I might go get a coffee or something like that when I'm on vacation. But I see the companies that I would see up in the Midwest.
black on.
I see them black owned. I see a whole gang
And
of black men
you
driving
can sit
the
right
concrete.
here. You can
know
sit
what I
right
mean?
here at this
Truck
coffee
and stuff
thing,
like
get
that.
some coffee, and next to you, you talking to a motherfucker worth X amount of dollars,
Yes,
and you put and then you have a conversation with them, and next thing you know, you put on.
Yeah.
That's a lot of my stuff. People have edified me. You need to call Rick. You need to call Rick. But a lot of my stuff is just been in bars or sitting down and eating lunch or dinner and talking to the next guy next to me. What do you do? Oh, okay. Well, what are you missing? Then, okay, well, call me. We're going to put this deal together. And you put the deal together, and it spreads like brush fire. They'll be like, Rick, I got another one. And then they just keep coming. And it's been a great road to travel. You understand? It's been a great road to travel.
That's all. I mean, your story. I thought I knew Rick Hooks, but
No, you didn't know Rick.
I didn't know Rick Hooks.
You go what
Ricky
people
Hooks.
told you, or people
Or what
said
I've seen on social
or What you seen
media.
on social media. Don't ever. If you want to know the real, I'm not gonna. Hey, listen. We ain't got time to lie no more.
Right.
Lies is over.
I know I'm gonna tell y'all this for the listeners, our viewers. He pulled up in the big body Benz, and God did that.
God.
God did that.
Thank God.
We got a big
I
body.
did
We got a
tell you I
big body
was-
Benz
I did
sitting in my
tell you-
driveway.
I did tell you I was poor before, right?
It's making my Jeep and my Acura look funny.
Right.
Big body Benz sitting back, but maybe the neighbors ride past.
If
Because
yours looking funny,
if
then my
y'all
little
don't know, we
family van.
moved the studio to my crib. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to give it the real cookout feel. We in the sunroom. We got the grill back there. We got the good food. But maybe one of the neighbors say, "Hey, Sean bought him a new car." But no, that's what's up.
That's
man.
what they call you, huh,
That's what's
Sean?
up.
But you know, let me say this to you: it's just materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we want nice stuff. You want nice stuff, and you got to work hard to get it. You got to work hard to get it. But when you're picking fruit from the tree, just keep moving. Help people, man. Help people.
That's most
Help
important.
people, man.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Help
Yeah.
people, man. Because
That's most
people,
important.
a lot, especially of us, we lost. And a lot of us is lost. We act like we up on something. And a lot of people, you next to this guy, and he ain't even graduated high school, but he know more than you do. How you know more than me? And it ain't about the education, but you ain't even experienced nothing. You think because you got a big dope money in your pocket, that makes you somebody? That don't make nigga. I've been down that road. That ain't no good road. That's the devil's money. And it's leading you nowhere fast.
Facts.
Dead or jail.
Right.
That's it.
Facts.
You gotta get
So
out.
you have to let that go. I done hustled before. I ain't the most, but it's a part of my story. It's a part of my story. And
They getting calls. Them calls been going
I'm
off.
glad, right? He's
Them
so
calls- Them
popular.
calls been going. Oh, that phone been blowing up. It's about
Right.
to catch on fire.
no, we all right, man. Hey, listen, that's showing a lot of that is love. You know what I'm saying? Rick, you in town. Everybody wants to see you. They want to see you. Yeah.
Are we gonna pull up? You said you have
Touch
a
the
mixer. You have a
hem of
mixer
his
this weekend,
garment.
right?
Huh?
You having a little mixer?
Mixer,
little
yeah, I'm
kickback
having a
this
thing
weekend?
Saturday. Cancer, Corona, and life party.
Okay.
Middletown needs something positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I don't care if 5 people show up.
Oh no, we
I
in there.
I
We
did
in
a
there.
great job.
Oh,
We in there.
yeah.
We gonna
Oh,
spread.
yes,
We gonna
oh,
spread
yes.
the word.
No,
We gonna spread the
hey,
word.
listen.
Our followers. We gonna pull up.
Listen,
It feels
pull
so
up.
good to be. We interview a lot of people and they're all great. They're all great, but you are just radiated. You know what I mean? Like you were like,
Listen,
it
all
is
the trials I've
beautiful
been
to be
through-
able to sit with somebody who is like-minded and really wants, like,
gonna pull up.
speaks
Because
helping
this
people.
this is going out tomorrow.
You
This is
gotta
going out
want you gotta want better than what you got. You think about it's a whole bunch of people that's out here and you don't see them. They cry in the dark. Those are people that you want to look. I want positivity. It's people. Depression is real. Depression is real. People cry. If you got a problem, you call me. I call myself the messenger. God gave that to me to help people. It's a lot of people to be in my inbox. Rick, can you such and such? Can you such and such? Can you a lady from Middletown called me to help her nephews because they doing crazy stuff. I got on the phone. I said, listen, either you want to live or you want to die. That gunplay that you're doing, it's gonna lead you down the road you don't want to go back because people got guns too and they shoot back. Now quit playing with those guns, Mr. Rick. Mr. Rick, I don't want to hear all that. Put those guns down. Put those guns down.
That's a message. Because I feel like you being here is so important when you come back home. You know what I mean? Because, like I said earlier, poverty is a mindset.
Yeah.
It's that generational curse of my mama wasn't nothing, then I ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's until you have those people who feel like you, the Jay-Z's. I mean, I came from the mud. You know what I'm saying? I want
Like
to
some
get out
people,
and bring
yeah.
everybody
Like
out.
some
And then
people,
some
like,
people
you
are
gotta-
fine with it.
Yeah, like
content.
you gotta twist that mentality. Like your mom, like you might have a mentality where your mom made nothing. That should make you work harder
Right.
put yourself even in a better position. So therefore, you don't be in that same position when you your mom's age. You know what I
I
mean?
work with just so
You gotta,
many
you
adults.
gotta, like, I always say this. You never, like, everything you've been through, like, down or whatever, don't take it as a loss. Take it as a lesson so you won't make that same mistake again. Like, move forward.
There's so many people though that don't feel that way. That's what's so
Right.
sad. You know, so I'm like Brick being in the city, driving through. It's like he was where you were from. You know, because I did a lot of casework, and I know a lot of parents who are not speaking life into their babies.
Right.
And it's like
sad.
you need somebody who's doing something.
Like
you
you
know, they
said.
gotta see it. If you only seeing dope boys drive nice cars,
Right.
then you know what I mean. Like it's not. You gotta have an example.
It said you gotta be a parent. You can't be a friend. Like you
With
said
this,
from
what
the
we
beginning.
fail to understand, it starts at home.
Yeah, it always starts at home.
If you got a good upbringing, I ain't had the best, but I mean, I made it work. And my grandmother wasn't going for none of, and my mama wasn't going for
Exactly.
none of that. My uncles wasn't going for none of that. It takes a village. And now, with this day and age, the way the world is right now, it takes a village for grown people.
Yes.
We got to come together instead of running down mean mugging each other. What you mad at them for? Because your cut. And this is the thing is, you get people to recruit people to be mad at, and you don't even know why you mad at them. That's the craziest stuff I ever heard.
Right.
Somebody told me that story about you. You mad at them for what? You don't even know them.
Right.
Do you know them? Well, you know my cousin. Your cousin,
That's
your
what
cousin will
I'm
have you in the
saying.
grave.
Damn.
What are you talking about? Because it ain't gonna be them to get. They gonna get you.
Right. You gonna be.
And she's like, I didn't think it like that. Yeah, fool.
Right, yeah.
So get off my phone. I'll
Find
talk
a
to you later.
business that pays you.
Shit.
No, I'm feeling like you said, they recruit people.
They recruit people to be mad at other people and walking around in the game, rolling your eyes at them, and you don't even know they mad at them.
And they could be your whole blessing, and you
Man,
just
a whole
missing
blessing,
it.
and you messing it up. They can be a whole blessing to you, but you mad at them because your cousin mad at them. I'm not mad at you. Oh, I ain't never been no follower.
Me-
Ever. I ain't never been no follower.
Been
That's
called
what.
fake
That's what
for
makes
it.
me me. I ain't never. What makes you eat? What you eat don't make me shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I ain't never been no follower. They say, well, man, Shaq, man, Shaq, I cuss Shaq out like I cuss everybody else out. I don't play those games. And you know, he just sit there and laugh. He said, boy, you a mess. Yeah, right. I ain't going for that bullshit that you try to throw on me. You can forget that. He said, well, okay. All right, there you go. I said, there you go. Okay. Keep moving. I don't care about your title. I don't care about if you got $1 or $1 billion in your pocket. I treat you all the same. And if you come correct, I'll be correct. If you got one shot with me, that's it. That's it. One shot. And I'm not, and, you know, I ain't better than nobody else. But I am. Does that make sense? I ain't better than nobody else because the projects is in me and the mud is on my back still. But God is taking me somewhere where everybody can't go. And once you get that mentality, everybody ain't meant to ride in your car. Everybody can't put gas in your car no more. Now we're going to ride around. How much you got? How much you got? No, I'm good. I'm good. But God is so awesome and amazing. And this
I just got one more question for the ladies watching.
Go ahead.
What's the criteria to get the come have drinks with your boy text?
oh, you can come have drinks with your boy. Everybody can come and have drinks with me.
So she can be
I'm
bad
good.
and broke.
People bad and broke and come and have drinks. Because the bad and broke ones is the one I relate to the more than the ones trying to be bougie. I relate to them even more. You don't think that because material. I don't care about them. I
Right.
care about you coming and having a good time and put a smile on your face, and ain't trying to get with you all the time. Everybody's
you.
always
Thank
you trying to get with
you.
everybody. I don't need to get whatever. You can get that when you can't get nothing else.
That's my biggest argument. Boys are not always trying to do it with girls.
Sometimes we just like to hang out.
Man, I got a lot of friends I hang out with.
Right.
People be like, their husband be like, oh, Lord, you're going to hang out with Rick, ain't you? Yeah. They let them go hang out because they know I ain't trying to get with them. And I edify their husband. And they doing business with me. They know I ain't, man, listen. I can't mess with you if you're married. Can't mess with you if you got a boyfriend. I can't mess with you. I can't mess with you.
Because you might be messing up my future money.
Listen. Can't doing none of that. Ain't nothing doing none of that. It's not going nowhere fast. You think that's cool? That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Just enjoy your life, man. Hang out with people. You know, you think, oh, I messed with her last week. I messed with her yesterday. And you thinking this nigga don't know. That's crazy. That's the craziest shit ever. Because it comes back, everything in the dark gonna come to the light.
It's crazy you say that because like me personally, like I just like to. I don't be trying to get with women. I just like women around because most of the guys they all sit up there screw face all mad. I hang with a few guys, but other than that, I want my fiance now is my fiance, and I tell her to invite all your friends. Thank you. I tell her to invite all your female friends. We gonna grab some other girls from around from the town. And we gonna just
but
chill.
I've been doing this I've been doing this a long time. Chicks come and hang out. I have barbecues. The whole city come. This ain't my first. I've been doing this a long time for the city. For the city, I've been putting on for the city. I love my city, but at the same time, you gonna always have 3 or 4 that don't love you, and always try to find something negative. Oh, that nigga think he did. Oh, I think I'm all that.
I was about to say,
I think I'm all that and then some. And ain't nothing you can do to stop it. You should. The people that you mad at, you should be taking notes from.
Thank you.
You should be taking notes from.
Thank you.
And look at you and look in the mirror and be wondering, right? Well, why can't? Yeah, everybody's not gonna get it to the level I'm getting to. It might be one, but I worked hard. This ain't just started. It's 30 years of work. This is 30 years of work to get to where I'm getting to be able to sit at these tables. Man, they be like, why don't you meet? It don't really matter. We there. And I can call that guy, and he going to pick that phone up. Rick, what's up? What you got? I know you got something if you're calling me. Yeah, I got something if I'm calling you. What you got? What you got? Just like today. I'm in town. Somebody called me and said, you want to go to this Bengals game? I got great seats. No? What? Man, I told my son he wasn't going because you was going.
That's what you
said, but you forgot I was on the oxygen. And I don't want to walk down those steps. You can be on the 50-yard line for this game. I'm not going to that game. I'd rather watch it in the comfort of some friends, get some drinks and laughs, and just enjoy yourself. That's it.
I noticed that the Bengals stadium is it's a maze, man. Compared to a few other. I ain't been.
Well, Atlanta Stadium is probably stadium. Ain't a bad seat in the stadium.
Okay.
Ain't a bad seat in that stadium. So you can get the worst ticket and still have a great seat, and you're gonna see that field.
They in a dome, Atlanta.
Yeah, we're in the dome. We're in the dome.
I like them domes.
Dallas Stadium, great stadium. Arizona, great stadium.
I ain't been that far. Only dome I went to was the Colts.
So I'm just saying, it's good to get out and explore,
Right.
and see different stuff. Take your fiance and go on a trip, and just pack the bag one day and say, "This is where we're going." Don't say nothing.
It be her that she keep me going somewhere. She always got me going.
See, that's what I'm talking
about.
about. If you get energy like that from somebody, it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
Man. It's a beautiful thing, man. You gotta have a balance. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta have a balance.
Think you'll ever get married?
Me? Probably will. Some people pecking at the door pretty hard. They got their shit together.
You gotta be careful. They gonna tie you up in the basement.
Yeah, they probably tie me up in the basement. Be one of that. Save. What is that movie we watched? Save Silverman or something like that. Where they tied her up in the basement.
You're not leaving me anymore. It takes you too long to come back.
But you know what's so crazy? Whatever God got for me, He'll send it to me. I really don't go out my way no more. I'm friends with a lot of people. It's just love. You know what I'm saying? If you present yourself right, it ain't about your age. It's what you present.
Yeah.
It's what you present. And are you making me happy? You know what I'm saying? I got a great friend. I mean, she did what? Without her, I wouldn't even be half the stuff. A person wouldn't have did what she did. I ain't got to say her name. But she did some great stuff. When I was sick, that's when people really for you. And I look back on it, but it's a lot of friends. I got a lot of female friends worldwide. They'll come and get you, Jordan. They don't even know you. They'll come and get you just to hang out with, because they hung out with Rick's friend.
Wow.
So
okay.
She's from Rick's hometown. I'm gonna go get her. Y'all hang out with somewhere. Where you at? You're in Minnesota, like you said. Somebody coming to get you. We're gonna get you some tickets to the game or something. You'll be like this. Damn, Rick, you got some tickets? Yeah. I ain't got it. Sometimes I have to be there. Depends on how big the game is. But a lot of times I ain't got to be there. But that's from you not burning bridges.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's so important.
And showing love.
So
and showing
important.
love to people. Showing love. And when, a lot of people, I don't let, people be like I be with Shaq. Shaq tells a story sometime. He tells a story like, they had a bill one time, and I paid for the bill, cause he never forgot that, cause people always thought he should bore in his pocket. I didn't think that. I need a tax write-off too. Shit, you ain't gonna need a tax write-off, fool.
Oh man,
Wow.
Rick, man, thanks for coming through the podcast, man. Like we really appreciate it,
This
man. You
has
taking
been
some time out.
amazing.
You know what I'm saying? You anytime anybody takes a little bit of time out of their day to come sit down with us,
Oh,
we
yeah.
grateful. We
Oh,
grateful
yeah.
for it, man.
Man, thank you
We
y'all. Great
thankful.
questions, great energy, great food. How y'all not come to the cookout? They got straight
Cookout.
Kool-Aid. I ain't had Kool-Aid. Boy, that's Kool-Aid. I love it. You know,
Make
I
sure
love
you
it.
secure them. If you come, make sure you secure. Don't be
Yes.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to.
No,
It's some things
you have
that's
no
off limits,
stipulations.
but
This is
let
your
the
podcast.
people know.
You have no stipulations when they come to your podcast, and all things should be on the table. Everything should be on the table. Ain't no question you should side for unless you're lying.
Right.
Right.
Unless you're lying,
You right.
ain't no questions. Ain't no questions you should side from unless you're lying. And the thing is, I just pray for everybody, and I want everybody to win, and I want everybody to come out to my event Saturday. Coming. It's a day start at 5 p.m. and going until, but it's gonna be a great event. I don't want to hear no excuse. Don't call me talking about, well, Rick, I didn't even know. Yeah, social media, you know.
Yeah.
The whole city knows.
Right.
You know, somebody tried to tell me that today. They didn't know. Yeah, okay. You don't have to come. You don't have to
Dropping
come.
tomorrow. Thank you. And you heard what he said, man. Stay blessed.
Yes.
Never forget where you came from. Put God first, because without God,
We are nothing.
exactly.
Thank you for the interview. Thanks.
I'm your host, Vuskeen, a.k.a. Fatback Jackson. Ooh, with my co-host
Jordan Lee. F it is just me.
and big dog Chucky Russell. This is the Cookout Podcast.
The world's most secure podcast.
We out.
Rick Cooks, y'all.
Hey.